Last week, I showed you how I transformed this boring builder-grade loft space into a cozy movie room with a unified theme by using floor-to-ceiling board and batten and paint and some other architectural elements. This week, I'll be adding curtains, lighting, and styling it up, so follow along to see how this whole thing turns out. Hello friends, how are you? My name is Corbin Reed and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is an exciting day because I'm revealing to you my upstairs loft movie room. In last week's, in the previous episode, I showed you how I transformed this space that is a loft space that's open to my open floor plan living room space down below, from just like a boring builder grade white drywall walls with a bunch of Band-Aid decor and added board and batten. This week I am showing you how I added these curtains behind me, some mood lighting, and some decor to tie this whole space together. I hope this gives you some ideas for how you can transform a room in your house into a really relaxing movie room for you and your family to enjoy. So if that sounds interesting, then please just keep on watching. As you can sort of see behind me in the intro, I added a panel of curtains. I added a lot of panels. I think all in all, it was about 12 panels to cover this entire wall that I believe is about 18 to 20 feet long. And I wanted the curtains to go floor to ceiling, so I picked up these ceilings are about 8 feet high. So 96-inch curtains from IKEA were perfect. I will link the ones down below that I used, but they were extremely affordable. I believe that each panel was, each sort of like pack of curtains was less than $30, and I bought about 6 packs. So I not only put them across the entire back railing here, which is open to the living room, in an effort to not only block out the light from all of those windows, which you can sort of see here, in order to be able to like watch TV during the day or at night or whatever and be super cozy and not have light on the TV, but also for sound dampening purposes. This is the Vigdit system from IKEA, and I got a corner piece too that wraps around the stairwell, so just that really nice detail to just sort of curve around the edge there, to really just block out all of the light. This is all about layering and adding texture. And speaking of texture, I did not do floor to ceiling board and batten on the TV wall. I actually did wainscoting, which means I only went halfway up the wall. So on the upper half of the wall, I decided to do a peel and stick vinyl wallpaper in the color wheat. This is by a company called New Wall, I believe. I will link it down below. You can buy it on Amazon. It goes for about $22 per roll, but of course, as you know, prices on Amazon fluctuate. But this is in the color wheat, and it's sort of like a neutral beigey brownie tone. I did not want this space to be completely colorless. You'll see, like even with the curtains, it's like a desaturated red. I wanted that classic movie look, but I didn't want it to be too bright, so I got a desaturated red and a reddish brown. And then if you look at a color wheel, this sort of brown, again, tone that I have here goes really well with the reddish brown brick tone. And then I pulled that color back in again in the carpeting in a jute brick sort of desaturated red color, which I think works perfectly for this room. Again, I want it to be that classic Hollywood movie look, you know, like when you go to the movies and there are curtains and they draw the curtains back, or at the theater. That was the vibe I was looking to create. And every movie room that I saw on Pinterest, like for inspiration and stuff, had curtains in it. And so I figured it would be perfect to do that look against the railing to create that sound barrier, to create the texture, to create the warmth and the coziness, and add a sort of faux wall. And then I also repeated that look on those sliders that you see here in the background. So I'm just adding this peel and stick to the wall. I'm using Easy Hang, which makes this stuff so malleable, easy to move. It gets rid of air bubbles easily. And then I'm using a sort of almost like a squeegee tool that I got off Amazon, which I'll also link down below, with a velvet strip across the bottom. So it just makes it easier to smooth all of this wallpaper down flat. This took about, I think, 3 rolls of wallpaper. Hey, you guys. Wow. I am dead tired. Like, I've actually lost track of how many days I've been working on this project, but it's been a lot of days. It's taken a massive toll on my body. I'm sitting here with my super cozy blanket, just trying to recoup. Like everything hurts, like everything is sore. I literally cannot believe what I've accomplished up here. It's mammoth, and it's by far the biggest, not by far, I mean, I've done a lot in this house, but I think this is one of the more impressive spaces I've pulled together. I can't wait to show it to you. You can see obviously like a preview of all of the materials, but I mean, just adding this wallpaper and even like the details like this shelf and the koi bowls and this wainscoting. I mean, even just like this blanket, which is everything. I'm really enjoying the space. It's not completely done. I have hung the curtains. I had to take the curtains down. They literally fell. And I'm up high. It's like 20 feet or 18 feet, this loft. And I was trying to adjust they weren't completely straight, because when you have on the VigDis system, if you don't hang the tracks like completely straight, if it's like slanted like this, the pieces that hang the curtain are not going to slide through. So I had to go in and readjust it. And it was my first time using this track system, and I just didn't realize that. And so I had to basically rehang the curtains. But before I could rehang them, as I was trying to take them down, they slid like this, just like dominoes onto the floor below. And I was just like, no, because they're such tiny little pieces. The hooks that you have to put into the track, they like insert it like this, and then you have to hang the curtain on it. It was just like, oh my God, now I have to put them all back in. Ugh, it was just a nightmare. So to be done with that is incredible. The curtains are adding so much to this space. This back wall paneling, and I actually put in a piece that curves around just like the lip of the stairs like that. It's just these little details like that makes such a massive difference. So I can't wait to show you this room. The last thing I have to do right now is run to IKEA and grab one more set of curtains, because I thought I only needed two. Let's see, I ended up using 4 packs just on this curtain wall, which was the right move. I wanted it to feel full and voluminous, and that really did the trick. So now I have to go pick up one more pack. So all in all, I will have used, I guess that's 12 panels of curtains for this room. The other panels are just gonna go on the window that goes out to the porch, so over the sliding doors. And then that'll be creating just like a cozy vibe in here that darkens the room. Not so dark that it's pitch black, but like dark enough that like during the day, if I want to watch TV up here or a movie or whatever, I can, and it's not like glaring bright on the TV. You know, it's gonna make a huge difference. But also at night, it makes it so cozy, and it also dampens the sound. Like the sound, the space is so vacuous and so large, and the ceilings are so high that the sound would get lost. Another detail I need to do is just drill into the shelf. I need to just drill a hole, and so that the cords for the TV can go down through the shelf. And then I have these raceway cables that will go for cord covers, that I'll put like a piece on the wall and a piece just over the wallpaper, and I will paint the piece that's on the wall so that it will blend into the wall, and I will wallpaper the piece that's on the wallpaper so it will blend into the wallpaper, and you won't even notice they're there. So those are the last couple details: hanging curtains, And I also need to caulk the seams along the wallpaper so that no moisture gets in, just because that really helped with my bathroom makeover. Because I did use the same peel and stick wallpaper in a different color in my bathroom. It's still this like grass cloth Kelly Ripa, but it's just a different color. So if you did not see that video, go back and check it out. I will link it here for you so you can check out the bathroom makeover. But yeah, this is incredible. I'm so excited to be done and to enjoy this space. I really did it. Patting myself on the back, I really did it. I'm really proud of myself. So that's a little update, and next up is going to be styling up the space, so stick around. So the last step in this process is for me to hang just one more piece of lighting in the corner. I have this. Took me months, probably 4 months, to find exactly what I wanted. Of course, I went to the Rose Bowl flea market and I ended up finding this. This is a kind of like a swag lamp, I guess. I don't know. It's vintage. It's like milk glass and it's plug-in. So I'm going to use a system that allows me to control it from my phone. I just need a little bit more lighting that isn't LED rechargeable, because the only lighting we have up here right now is LED sconces that are battery rechargeable, and sometimes they run out, and I want something that also plugs in, but also this is just another layer of lighting. So that's the plan. I'm in love with this. Let's see how it looks hung up. So there's not much to know here other than the fact that I got on a ladder and just sort of eyeballed where I wanted this and where I wanted the 2 holes. I sort of looked back at the footage to see if that looked good, and it did. And then beautifully, this piece came with this hook here, which is also vintage. I'm adding a extension cord to the back of the sofa, and it will allow me to plug in the swag lamp. It worked. And then I will just be running that up that back corner. You won't even see it because it's the long chain is kind of hanging right next to those curtains there. And then after I got it sort of placed out and marked, I just drilled into the ceiling. There were no supports where I was drilling, so I did have to use the drywall anchors. And then I just screwed the hooks into the drywall anchors, and I had some extra sort of cup hooks. So the main hook is that vintage hook, which is really pretty. But then I just used a regular brass cup hook that I had and drilled one more hole with the drywall anchor into the back there so that I get that nice swoop in the chain. And it just creates this really lovely ambiance in the corner here. And of course, I love that it's vintage. Swag lamps often are colored, so I love that I was able to find this sort of neutral milk glass color. Okay, I am loving the light hanging here. So the last step is this little hack I wanted to share with you guys. This is by a company called Genwen Wills. I will link this system down below, but basically, because this is a vintage light, I believe from around the 70s, it doesn't have like a switch on it that makes it easy for me to turn it on and off. So what I'm going to do is plug it into this, and it will allow me to control it with literally an on-off switch. So I've used it once before, and it worked really well. So this will be great. I won't have to like reach behind the couch every time that I want to turn the light on and off. I can just install this on the wall, and it'll be a really simple hack to be able to turn the light, to be able to access the on-off switch for the light. So because it was already Bluetooth linked from when I used it with a different light fixture, I'll show you here. Super easy. I'm just controlling it. You just pair it with Bluetooth. It takes like a couple minutes. There's a button on the plug-in, and then it pairs with this. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna put this on the wall, and then I'm going to style up this space for you and show the big reveal. Let's take a quick look back at where this room started. And here it is now. This is the bones of the space, you guys. So this couch is a piece that we picked up from Living Spaces, believe it or not. What is his name? Jeremiah Brent, I believe is his name, and his husband. They have a line there, and it's really held up beautifully. It's a mix between down filling and also has sort of like a firm foam cushion, I guess, and cotton in there. So it's not like the Restoration Hardware Cloud Sofa where it's all dumpy looking. Like it holds firm to its shape. And the charcoal velvet, it's just so lush and beautiful. And we have a dog, you would never know. It's just held up beautifully. So I believe they still sell this piece. I highly recommend it if you are in need of a sectional sofa. And we elected to go without arms. Anyways, so these are some LED lights that are rechargeable that we added to the wall. These are just stick-on. You can get them on Amazon. I will link them down below. And then I'm adding these pillows in just various sort of shades of beige. I will link the ones that I use. It's a mix between some Etsy pillows that I get from a seller in Turkey that sells these beautiful hemp linen pillow covers for like $12. I'll link them. It's insane. The quality is insane. And then also some Amazon pillow covers. So I'll link the pillows I used here. And then the rug is actually part of Leanne Ford's collection with Crate and Barrel. It is unfortunately discontinued, but it is a jute rug. If I can find similar rugs, I will link them down below. Again, the curtains are IKEA. They are cotton, 100% cotton, which is great. They block out most of the light, but they also let a little bit in, which I like. They're natural, and then they're on that Vigda system. So just a mix between all the materials and the textures and the colors. I just think it's such a beautiful balance, and it is just so cozy, you guys. And those sconces hold incredible charge. Last thing I want to say is the curtains are they go all the way across, but I open it a little bit just so that my dog can see out the windows in the living room. So this is the console table that's under the TV. This was here before. This is one of the first vintage pieces I got for our home. I'm just styling it up with this square marble tray and a round marble tray. I got both of these off of Amazon. I will leave them linked down below. They're great because it's the vintage wood. I don't want to ruin it, and sometimes I put drinks on there. So that is also just a stack of coffee table books. Sometimes I look at them, sometimes they're just there to prop up decor. But I kept this pretty simple because what ends up happening is that tray gets filled up with junk, really. That's what it's there for, is to hide the remotes or to house drinks. So I didn't want to fill it up with too much decor, but that's just a ceramic canister that I got from Hobby Lobby. I put like my dog's poop bags and stuff in there because we do have a porch and she uses it to go to the bathroom. So this may look minimal, but that's intentional. And then just, of course, a candle snuffer, and a wick trimmer. And that's kind of all that lives up here. Sometimes I put an arrangement on that tray, but again, I'm keeping it minimal for now because that's just what works best for my family. And then on this ledge here, which I'm so happy I did, I am putting this easel with a photo of this spot in Jamaica that I love. And this is a brass little basket that I got from the Rose Bowl Flea Market. And then on the opposite side, I'm just putting these 2 travertine candle holders and some totem candlesticks that have a really cool design on them. And then another vintage brass piece that I picked up from a flea market. I just like to collect these pieces. Brass is a material, unlacquered brass is a material I like to collect and mix throughout my house, and I can move them around because it's a material that I repeat in different rooms. So if you keep that consistent, it gets easy to mix. And then that basket is full of my dog's toys. It's really great to have baskets around with tops on them. You can just hide things. It's a great trick. And then this is a Jenny Keene blanket. This was a huge investment, but it is my favorite blanket. It's so healing. It's an alpaca weave, and that was a Christmas gift to myself. It comes in different colors. I think they also have them in a dark brown color. And then here's just a little bit better look at the rug, which is super durable. And then this is just a cotton waffle weave blanket, which I've had for years. If I can find something similar, I will leave it down below, but I have it in like a white and a gray, and it's 100% cotton, but it's nice and like heavy. It's very luxe. You gotta have throw blankets on your sofa, that's important. And then I am just adding these 2 ottomans that I picked up off of Amazon, of course. And they're in a linen-y fabric. They're not actually linen. And then just a marble tray with some brass handles that makes this turn into a bit of a coffee table situation. Because we sit here and watch TV, we're always putting drinks on it. I kind of regret getting this color because it does stain easily and I have to spot clean it a lot with my little Bissell steam cleaner. But, you know, the neutral color went well with the space. And then I'm just showing you on this opposing wall, I did repeat those 2 LED sconces to sort of create symmetry and balance out the room. This is the entrance to the loft. I did used to have a piece of furniture here, but we took it away because I actually might be bringing my treadmill up here. But for now, just to show you the space, this is empty. As you can see, we already have our Peloton, so this is a hardworking space. And then that's our dog's bed because she likes to look out when we open those curtains and sit there. And then those sconces are actually from CP2. They're discontinued, but they're so beautiful. They're an unlacquered brass with the travertine inlay. Oh my god. And then that floor lamp is also something that I got at a flea market, also unlacquered brass, vintage. And then as you can see, I repeated those IKEA curtains, cotton curtains with the Vig to track system on the other side of the wall. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I hope you got some great ideas and inspiration. If you did, please be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my upcoming uploads or videos. And be sure to follow me over on Instagram at storydesign_with Corbin Reed. As always, I have lots more content coming your way. DIYs, makeovers, all that good stuff. So please stay tuned. I'm like releasing stockpiled stuff and I have a whole lot of really fun stuff coming up. So stay tuned and be sure to join me in the next one. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.